I think our family story and the loss of Mara is great proof that this can happen to anyone.
They are a picture-perfect family, loving parents, two beautiful young daughters, but as Penny Legate will tell you, there is always a story behind the picture.
I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine I had a daughter that was using heroin. These are the poor villages outside of Calcutta, India.
As a longtime news anchor and reporter in Seattle, Penny had seen the devastating effects of addiction in the community. But now, it was in her own home. Her daughter, Mara, became an addict.
It started in middle school, around puberty, her drug experimentation. It started with alcohol and pot, so the typical gateway drugs.
I'm really, really incredibly grateful to you guys. Thank you.
Mara went to treatment. All was going well. She graduated from high school, held a job, was making plans for college. In the spring of 2012, Mara moved in with her mom.
And a month later, she was gone. No idea that she was using again. It's every person's worst nightmare to lose a child. But it's this horrible drug that just takes people over and is so misunderstood and judged. People want to judge people who use. They just don't have any idea what they're going through.
Just in the past 6 months, I've had to put 5 officers' kids into treatment for heroin. I had never seen that before.
The Seattle Police Department knows only too well what Penny and others are going through. They are on the front lines of battle, dealing with substance abuse and addiction every single day.
It's a crisis, and it is increasing, every day, and it's getting worse, and there's no sign it's going to get any better. And so we have to basically start thinking outside the box and try different things in order to help deal with this epidemic.
And it was on June 12th, 2012, that I lost my daughter, Mara Williams, to a heroin overdose.
That's where Penny Legate and her daughter Mara come in. After her daughter's death, Penny started the Mara Project, and with the funds raised, the project will provide Narcan kits to Seattle police officers.
This is a collaborative effort and a great example of the community, the police department, and the fire department coming together, harnessing our resources, focusing on those struggling with addiction, and ultimately our goal is to save lives.
This is what creates it to go and makes it a mist that goes into the nostrils.
The application is simple. Narcan is a nasal inhalant. It works by blocking the body's opiate receptors and can almost immediately reverse the effects of a heroin or opioid overdose.
You're pushing the vial up into the nose, and you're trying to deliver half in one side, half in the other.
After a training session, Seattle bicycle officers head out onto the streets of Seattle.
Onward and upward.
They see the evidence of addiction littered on the sidewalks.
Use needles.
And they are grateful for one more tool to help those in need.
Most people, I would say, have some experience, good and bad, with addiction, and trying to solve it is a huge challenge. It's a cultural and a societal challenge.
After being revived, the heroin user will be sent to the hospital and connected with social services and treatment.
Oh man, I'm fine.
Well, let us know if you need anything, okay?
Penny has run into her share of judgment, those who believe addicts are responsible for their own suffering. But before she died, Mara told her mother, "We are not throwaway people." Penny hopes by providing Narcan kits to police officers, she will honor her daughter's words and memory.
Well, this is a very tiny piece of a huge puzzle, but it is something really tangible. And if we can save one life, the Mara Project's done its job. And Mara would go, "Yeah, Mom, good job."